Hi, I'm Donald Pitt, the founder and Managing Director of Quality Building Management. From this list you can see that I hold a large number of licences and qualifications to allow me to be able to discuss this topic with you today. I hold trade qualifications in carpentry, joinery and wall plastering, and I've been a registered builder since 1981. I have licensing to conduct and certify fire equipment, am a safety professional, a fire safety advisor, and a licensed asbestos assessor. I want to discuss today safety for the strata manager for Owners Corporation in New South Wales. So what's the legislation? We've got the WHS Act, regulations, and the New South Wales Strata Schemes Management Act 1996. So are owners corporations responsible for safety on common property? The answer is yes, and I refer to the WHS Act, the Strata Schemes Management Act, and legal duty of care provisions. So under the Act, for residential complex, they're saying they're not PCBUs. So who are responsible for safety? And I'm saying, or the legislator is saying, that the Strata Management Company is the PCBU. Thus, the Strata Management Company is fully responsible to meet all obligations under the WHS Act. Now, I'm going to refer directly to this document from New South Wales Work Cover. So we're looking at residential strata schemes. So they're saying, are strata title bodies corporate where it's only residential covered by the new Health and Safety Act? And they're saying no, unless they directly employ a worker. We all agree with that. Then it continues on. So under the safety laws, strata bodies corporate are exempt from coverage if they don't engage in employees, and the common property is for residential purposes only. Again, we all agree with this. But read this exemption. It does not affect other duties under other laws, including negligence and strata laws. So they're still covered under those. So if we read this, do any of the provisions of the Health WHS Act apply to owners corporations or the residents? And it says yes. If a contractor undertakes work on a common area, the part of the common area where the contractor is working becomes a workplace for that contractor. Therefore, the common area where work is being performed is a workplace, and the provisions of the WHS Act apply. And this is directly from the legislator. So in this circumstances, it goes on and says that they must take reasonable care for their own sake, health and safety, and the safety of the contractor. So therefore, if they're aware of any safety issues, they must inform the contractor. Now, do strata managers have responsibilities in relation to the strata schemes? Again, this is from Work Cover, and it says yes. The strata manager takes on responsibilities under Section 19 and 20 of the WHS Act. Section 19 says that the strata manager must ensure the health and safety of workers that they engage. So if a strata manager sends a contractor out to site, they're responsible for the safety of that contractor. Or if their own staff go out for meetings, the body corporate management company is totally responsible for the safety of their workers while they're on site, must ensure a safe workplace. So the Work Cover goes on and says, how can the strata managers ensure the contractors work safely? And it says here in red, advise the contractor of any known risk on the workplace. Sections 19 and 20 of the Act say, Section 19 is the primary duty of care, and Section 20 is a duty of the PCBU. involving management or control of the workplace. But what happens when injury does occur in a common property? Look, we all know that the owner corporation generally is responsible. Generally, they'll always get sued and the owner's corporation will pay out. Nowhere yet has a body corporate manager been sued or been held responsible for injuries occurred on common property. And I note yet, but bear in mind, WorkCover have put out this document now saying that body corporate managers are responsible. I'll refer to two cases here, which you all should probably know. The Moroccan decision on the Gold Coast, where it's quite clear that body corporate owes a duty of care to lot owners and other users of common property. And the case of Wu versus Carter, where a lady was injured because of defective railings. She was paid $775,000 in damages. The body corporate, or the owner's corporation, paid 75% and the landlord's agent paid 25%. You'll note that no one actually bought in the body corporate manager into this case. Will it happen in the future? I can't say, but bearing in mind again that the WorkCover has put out this document saying that the body corporate managers are responsible for safety on the workplace, it may occur in the future. So what are the owners corporation responsible for? And we need to put this back to them because they're the ones with the money and have total control. So they're responsible to make sure the common property is in good working order, to make sure that the common property is safe, and they're responsible for safety for all lot owners and visitors to the common property. So does the owners corporation need to engage a professional to inspect the common property? A question you probably get asked every day. The answer is no. So the committee can do it themselves. They can inspect the property, but then they take on all legal responsibilities. They're totally liable. So should the owners corporation engage a professional? Definitely yes, because then that professional company takes on all legal responsibilities. And how often should they be conducted? At least yearly. So in summary, if we look at that document put out by WorkCover, quite clearly says that the body corporate, or sorry, the owners corporation, they refer to the owners corporation as body corporate, mind you, are responsible under the Health and Safety Act when a contractor goes on site, because when a contractor goes on site, it becomes a workplace. But in that letter, they also say that the body corporate manager is responsible for safety on common property when you submit or send a contractor or your own staff to site. So please, you need to encourage and, if not force, these owners corporation to do safety audits to protect not only them, but more importantly, you, the body corporate manager. I'm Donald Pitt, and thank you for your time today.